Talking Tall Tales podcast, now available on Spotify. I'm one of your co-hosts, James.
And my name is Marlon.
And we're uploading new videos on YouTube on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So come check us out, comment, like, and subscribe. Marlon, I think you have a topic for us today, so I'll let you go ahead and kick us off.
I do. Have you ever heard of Olivia Alexis?
No clue.
Olivia Alexis, she's a podcaster on YouTube, and she's a very intelligent woman. I'd love to get her on the podcast one day. She breaks down the psychological aspects of men versus women relationships. Very intelligent. She has a video called Women Want Men Who Can Cheat. Now, I'm not for cheating. Absolutely none. I think it just causes an emotional tornado. But she breaks down why women leave men. She basically says that women truly don't know what they want. And one of her quotes is, if you look at a woman with a trail of failed relationships, they are the victims of their own choices. They either date men who cheat because they can, or settle for overly loyal guys that have no other options. That's deep,
Ooh.
isn't it?
Very.
Now, hold on. There's another quote I want to read you. It basically, and this is the basis of what she's saying. She's basically saying that they lose interest when there's no chase and not enough excitement. Now,
I can see that.
Absolutely. One of her quotes is, absolute loyalty without the possibility of choice can make him lose his appeal. Right? She also says she will want him more if other women want him too. Now, I'm just breaking down the male versus female aspect. That is not even the topic of today. All right. One of her other quotes is, they want to be the only one their man wants, but not the only woman he can get. I think that's just psychologically crazy, because men are like that. So basically, my topic to you, or my question to you, is why do you think men cheat? Now, I have broken it down to three points, and I think that I know why. But let's just say a man is in a new relationship, starts out in a new relationship. What would you think that would make him, cheat?
If it's just new, then I don't think his feelings are cemented with that person. So there's always the aspect of maybe there's something a little bit better out there. I really think when a man loves a woman, just like the song says, he can't keep his mind on anything else. So I think it's just early in that relationship. That love is not there. It's not cemented. So I think he would look elsewhere, maybe looking for that feeling, that connection. Not sure.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you a question. Let's just say that he does love her. They've been in a relationship, I don't know, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. And it's known to him that he's happy, she's happy, but a splintering is about to happen. Why do you think that he would cheat? What are the specific reasons that he would cheat?
Just me thinking about it, I think part of it would have to be whatever that relationship is like when they're together. If you're with somebody and they're constantly downing you, or they're constantly something you're doing is not good enough, or, why don't you take me here? Why don't you take me there? Why don't we ever go out anymore? Why don't we ever do this? The nagging aspect of it is something I think will cause men to look in the other direction. Not saying it's right, but if you can't come to your house or that other person's house or wherever you're at and have some peace with that person, you're going to seek peace elsewhere.
Interesting. Very interesting. I've put a lot of thought into this. I've talked to a lot of acquaintances, and they've I've basically been their sounding board. But me personally, I've broken it down into three key factors. Now I could be wrong, but this is what I've broken it down to: um, lack of communication. Now, the lack of communication is, I think that, and I'm just trying to give the girls the keys to the kingdom, just like Olivia Alexis has given the men the keys to the kingdom for the females. For the men, I think a woman should be his absolute best friend. When you see relationships and a man is his best friends with his woman, they usually don't cheat. You know, I mean, when she's always there for him, she talks about his dreams and his goals, knows his interests, and takes an interest in his interest and his hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? That sneaky link will.
Oh, they'll act like it. If nothing else,
Absolutely.
they'll act like it.
Absolutely. Number two is egotistical. I believe that men are very ego driven, sensitive in nature. Now, you might not agree with me, but I do believe that men are very ego driven. When a woman compliments him, when she's basically his cheerleader and says that he can do anything in the world, that means a lot to a man. Would you agree?
I agree. And I'm going to let you go ahead and finish out what you're saying, but I know what I'm about to say is going to make some people mad when we get to it.
Put your shiesty on. Put your shiesty on, because you might need it. Put it on, baby. Put it on.
So go ahead.
All right. I've been under the assumption that his woman needs to be his cheerleader. She needs to support him in everything he does. She needs to be there for him. Because you know what? That sneaky link will be there for him. That sneaky link will be that cheerleader for him. And I'm talking about co-workers, or what do they call them? Wives?
Work wives.
Work wives.
Yep.
That's that sneaky link that's gonna sneak into the position that she's in. And number three is initiations. Now, initiations, what I mean by initiations is engage and advance. Touch him, show an interest in him. The only time that she touches him shouldn't be during sex. No, there should be, you know what I'm saying, touching every day. And especially, and I'm not even talking about sex, but if we're talking about sex, especially during the passionate hours, she needs to engage. She needs to initiate.
Well, first of all, she needs to be present. That's one thing.
Absolutely. She needs to be present.
And when I say present, I mean mentally. I don't mean like physically.
Absolutely.
I mean like mentally.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Because you know what? That sneaky link surely will be.
Or at least make the effort to act like they are, if nothing else. So what was your first point again? I want to hit these points exactly the way you said them.
All right. The first one is lack of communication.
Okay, that's a big one. Lack of communication when it comes to anything. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, if you're with somebody and they can't make up their mind of when and where you're going to go eat, that's, like, bothersome to me. I'm not saying that's going to make a man cheat, but it's worrisome. It's like, just pick somewhere you want to eat. I'm cool with wherever you want to go, so let's just go there. Why is this a ongoing ordeal that we have every single time we're going to go eat somewhere? We have to go through this whole song and dance of, well, I don't know if I really want that, and I'm just like, can we just go somewhere and get some grub? So that's one. What was your second one?
Egotistical.
Yeah, men are egotistical when it comes to certain things. We do get sensitive about a couple things. Like when it comes to our partners, we, be honest, we probably want them to go to work with their eyes closed and never talk to another man or whatever again. And I understand that. And there's one thing I think that women don't realize is when you have that male best friend, like that, every man hates that. I don't care if he tells you that he does not, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Because guys know other guys. Like, I don't understand how this is even still a topic when it comes to dating and relationships. And especially, and you get some of these girls out here who have dated some of these male best friends. Oh, we just decided that, you know, we were going to be friends.
Whatever.
But you call him every day. So whenever I'm not calling you, you're calling him. When I mess up, you're calling him. When I don't do something exactly the way you want it to, you're running into his arms. Like, come on, man. Who wants to deal with a situation like that? So that can make a person or a man be like, you know what? I'm going to seek attention elsewhere, because guess what? That male best friend that they have is getting some of the attention that should be on me. And that's not anything to do with insecurity or anything like that. It's just respect out of for your partner.
100%.
If I have a, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe in platonic male and female relationships to a certain degree. I believe you can be, but more than likely, one of you is attracted to the other one in some way. Some way.
Me personally, I do, because I do have female friends. That
I got female friends too, but
that I know
I am somewhat attracted to them in some kind of way. I'm not going to sit up here and lie and be like, I don't think of them of no other possible way whatsoever. Like, they're attractive. I'm attracted to them a little bit. Not saying enough to act.
I can splinter the two. Sure, they're attractive, but I'm not attracted to them. I'm sure other guys would find them attractive, because I have some very good female friends that, you know, I know it won't go anywhere. And that's all.
But here's the thing. If the girl having the male best friend is going to be an issue, then you having a girl best friend would also have to be an issue too.
Well, the thing about it is that I know how men are. Men are dogs. Men are dogs by law.
Most.
Most. So I feel as though there might be an issue with a female with a best male friend. You know.
Especially if they dated before. I don't care if they didn't do anything with each other. Like, you were attracted to that person in enough of a way that you went out on a date with him. You were trying to see if there was sparks or chemistry there. You went out with them. And then when you get with another guy, you expect that guy just to be, well, okay, you know, everything's fine. And then you wonder why, you know, some of these relationships don't last when it comes to these male best friends, because I guarantee he's saying slick stuff to her. And I almost messed around and said something else.
Yeah.
But I guarantee he is. Because I'm not going to lie. I would. I have girl friends that I have talked to before, and I'll say slick stuff to them. Not saying I'm going to do anything, but I'm just saying I'll say slick stuff to them. And if you're going out with somebody, you know, for that man to know that you're letting that other person talk to you in that manner and it's not him, that hurts his ego.
It's
disrespectful. Hurts his pride. But a lot of these people out here in these relationships, they don't feel that way. They're like, well, you're trying to control me. I'm not trying to control you. It's just you were attracted to this other dude at some point. You continue to have this other dude in your life. So
I just feel like as far as it's a manner of disrespect, meaning that to stop myself from cheating, I won't put myself in that situation, and I feel as though a woman shouldn't put herself in that situation. I mean, why even bother?
Mutual respect.
Mutual respect. All right, and that third one is initiations.
Yeah, because there's too many relationships out here where the man initiates everything. I feel like I'm not saying it happens all the time, but you know what's nice whenever you're, I don't know, doing yard work, you're outside, or you coming in and doing something around the house, and your partner comes up to you, pats you on your back, rubs you on your back, say, hey, how was your day, baby? You know, looks in your eye and whatnot.
It makes you feel loved.
Makes you feel loved. Yeah. It makes you feel appreciated for anything that you've been doing around that person, because, you know, it's just one of those things that as guys, I hate to say this, but I feel like we bend a lot when it comes to relationships. And I know there's a lot of women who will say the opposite. Like, I've given this man everything. And I get that. It goes on both sides of the spectrum. But a lot of times with guys, you're not watching sports with him, but he's watching 90 Day Fiance with you. You know, he doesn't necessarily like Chinese cuisine, and he'll eat that with you, but you can't go with him to the place that smokes ribs and stuff like that. Or we got to wait until you're hungry and you decide where you want to eat, because if you don't get your way, you're going to be mad. And I know that's going to piss a lot of people off, but that's just the facts behind it.
All right. So what'd you think about
ahead.
the initiations, meaning engaging in sexual activity?
Yeah, because a lot of times I think men are out here engaging in or initiating that too. It's kind of like, golly, do you not want to be around me? Do you not want to touch me in that way? Do you, are you attracted to me?
I
then
think
you
it goes a long way.
Oh yeah, and then let's not even start talking about it mentally, because you're thinking, well, how were you with other guys? Was there another guy that he didn't have to initiate?
An emotional tornado.
Yes.
Emotional tornado. I mean,
Yes.
if I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, you should always initiate or actually show someone that you love them. That's that. What is that love language? Physical touch. Was that the
that we
physical
talked about
touch
earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you know what, that sneaky link will.
Yeah, or at least we'll give him the illusion that
that
that's
she's
what she
interested.
wants.
Yeah. That's honestly, I've always thought that when women are cheated on and they wonder, and they look at them and they feel like they look better than them, they wonder, how did he cheat down? And I feel as though that woman had a silver tongue. She was a cheerleader. She patted him on the back. She told him, you know what I'm saying, everything that he wanted to hear. Next thing you know, it all goes downhill from there. But I'm not a psychologist, but that's just how I feel it happens.
Well, another thing is too, and it's not all the cases, but if you feed a dog at home, he will never roam.
Yeah, he'll stay home. What is the saying? Don't leave him hungry and horny, because there's women out there with sandwiches.
Exactly. You're right. And it's and let's just be honest, it goes flip side too. There's some women
both
out here
ways.
who are like that too. It goes both ways. So
Both
I'm not going to
ways.
sit up here and just bash women because of that. I mean, it goes both ways. So hold yourself
Absolutely.
accountable. Whatever
Men-
sex you are, hold yourself accountable.
Men should take care of their women just like women should take care of their men. They have to take care of each other. That's bottom
Exactly.
line. Bottom
It's
line.
not 50-50. It's 100-100.
100, 100%.
Yep.
100%. All right. Well, I just thought that was very interesting. If you get a chance to check out Olivia Alexis, very intelligent woman. And I've learned so much just by watching her videos.
Oh, for sure.
You got anything else?
No, I think we covered everything. So
All right. Well, I appreciate y'all checking out Trash Talk and Tall Tales. Like James said, we upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And check out our Spotify. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you for joining us.
thank you.